Okay, guys, welcome to the second meetup for this year. And today we will be talking about deep learning for computer vision, getting started with projects. So the agenda is same as we keep it always. After this introductory presentation, I'll hand it over to Saksha, who would be presenting today, who would be giving this presentation on deep learning for computer vision, and then he'd also share some of the projects that he worked on, and then at the end, a roadmap or a set of projects that you can start doing immediately. So this would be particularly beneficial for beginners, and then after that we can get to know each other, or we can talk and have a more casual discussion. So I think all the people who have joined today, you already know what we are doing, so I'll just skip this slide today. And this is a volunteer driven community, and anyone can participate and share their projects because everyone has experience or knowledge in something, so we can just learn from each other. And there are a couple of roles that you can take. So just one thing I think I can emphasize is that all the meetup resources are on the website. And particularly for today's session, you can already check the meetup presentation and all the resources. So Saksha prepared all the resources in a very organized way, and then you can check all of these on the website either during the presentation or after. And if you have any questions, you can also ask in today's session. So let's just start. Over to you, Saksha.
Hello everyone, so I'll share the screen first. Okay, so the topic that I'm going to talk about today is computer vision using deep learning. So
Saksha,
in this,
sorry, actually, I should have introduced you as well, right? So Saksha is will be starting to work at MathWorks in the coming months, and he also runs a YouTube channel called Robotics with Saksha, where he prepares all of these educational content. So maybe Saksha, you could start with a brief introduction of about yourself, and then start with the presentation.
yes, so I'm Sakshay. I'm a final year undergraduate student studying CSE. So this, so in this, so I also work on like my YouTube channel, which is by goes by my name Robotics with Sakshay. There I post various different contents related to robotics as such.
Do you have your phone or something close to your microphone? Because the
Uh,
sound that
yes.
you are getting. Yeah.
Okay. So I put it away.
Okay.
So,
Now.
so the recent playlist that I have put is on computer vision, and this talk is also related to the same, related to the project that I have done over at the YouTube channel as well. So we can start with the presentation now. Computer vision using deep learning. So why is it like we should be studying computer vision at all? The task of computer vision is to automate the tasks that the human visual system can do. Now, most prominent use case of computer vision is in self-driving cars. So then that is the most recent topic that everyone is also focusing on. So most of the companies that are working on self-driving cars work on use various different sensors in their cars like LiDAR, radar, cameras, and so on. But Tesla is a little different from other mainstream companies. What they do, they are trying to rely less on other sensors but rely mostly on cameras. Now, why is this? Because they feel that just like we humans can drive a car using our own eyes, the robot car should also be able to do the same thing. And in this talk, Elon Musk also says regarding LiDAR. So Elon Musk basically discourages the use of LiDAR, saying that humans don't have such expensive appendages, so why should robot cars have them?
LiDAR is
Just to just to give a brief context, cameras work just like our eyes. They have a photographic film that is present at the end. Light falls on that photographic
Luda,
film, and a scene is captured. Like it's getting a 3D, we get a 3D world in the
heavy
representation
Luda.
of a 2D form. And
Okay,
then
now,
we have
now,
and then we have these lidars.
Can you mute?
Um, Saksha, we can't hear you.
Um,
actually, Ajay is speaking something, so can you mute him and then leave?
Yeah, I already did. I already did.
No, no, not from your side. Actually, there is a red color option to mute, as in server mute.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, correct.
Okay. Thanks.
so apart from the cameras, there is a LiDAR sensor. This works by actually reflecting laser, and that laser, when goes towards the object, reflects back, and that way we get a representation of a scene. Something like that is shown in the GIF over here. Now, cameras are more like human visual system, and LiDAR is more like an artificial system that we are using. Humans don't have these laser-like capabilities as such. So that is why we need to study computer vision, as it will help us automate the task that we human visual system can do. Now, the first thing that researchers worked on computer vision was image processing as computer vision. They used their own insights to develop different algorithms. For instance, the simplest algorithm we can think of is edge detection. And how edge detection would work intuitively, we can see that the coat of this human is a black color and the scene suddenly goes to a green color. Due to this difference, we can identify that this is an edge. So researchers use this intuition to develop edge detection algorithm. Wherever there comes a difference in the color, we can say that that is an edge. Similarly, other mathematical constructs were also used, like Hoff transform to detect lines, which is a completely mathematical way to detect lines. And we also have corner detectors, which can detect corners in an given image. So this is also based on maths and complete intuition. But telling the computers what to do is a little tedious task, where computers can also learn on their own. Then came the field of machine learning, which is the science of getting computers to learn their own task. The usual steps in machine learning are representation, evaluation, and optimization. Representation is representing the data that we want the machine to learn. Evaluation is how we are going to evaluate it, like where is it going wrong, how much is it going wrong, and so on. Optimization is actual learning part, where the model or the machine tries to reduce the evaluation error that occurs. And then researchers worked on machine learning in computer vision. So they were able to do a number of different tasks, like face detection, object detection, face landmarks detection, even image segmentation. But the problem over here lies that researchers, or we humans, we still need to tell the computers what they are to learn. They cannot simply identify what needs to be learned in any given specific context. For instance, in this face detection, we are required to give
Guys,
the.
I'm sorry, I have to leave. There is a fire alarm in my building.
Oh.
So they had to tell like what they have to detect. For instance, in the to detect faces, they need to tell how exactly the faces are going to look using these kind of features which they developed. Now, in order to even reduce this dependency on humans, then came the era of deep learning, where the machines learn by example. Now, the thing we had earlier, feature extraction, that is also automated by the computer in deep learning. We just need to present some examples to the computer, and that is going to learn it the context of the task as well. So the main algorithm that goes behind it is backpropagation. So deep learning in computer vision starts basically with four tasks, which are classification and localization. Classification is telling what is present in the image. Localization is telling where that object is present in the image. Object detection is given a number of different things present in an image, which object is present where, and telling which object is which. And segmentation is segmenting the part where that object is present. Now, the first. Now let us get to the projects part, like which projects you should start working on. The simplest thing that we can do using deep learning is image classification. In this, we are required to predict what is present in an image. So the first project that you can start with, and it is the simplest one, is digit classification. Now, if you can refer to this project in the Kaggle. Kaggle, it is a Kaggle toy competition. Apart from deep learning, you would also get to learn about different machine learning concepts as well from this simple by taking part in this competition. Like even starting to the end. So you can also learn how to represent the data, how to mathematically represent the data as well. So in these two figures, I have shown two different visualizations. The first visualization is a T-SNE visualization, which is a representing these images in a 3D format. So as you can see, this orange color may be representing the digit 1, the purple may be representing the digit 2, and so on. And down here is principal component analysis, which is telling which form of feature is important for the data. Like we can see a loop over here at the first. So detecting loops should be the most important part for a computer to learn. Like these different insights, we can learn how to derive these insights and so on by simply doing this, taking part in this toy competition. I have attached the links to this as well. These are some links to the code and different things that you can try. And I've also listed the steps that you can do to start working on it as well. The second project is again related to image classification, but it is a slightly on the difficult side than the digit classification. This is because the complete task is traffic sign classification. So the task why it is a little difficult than that is because we have to get the dataset from an external website. You can also refer to the website, Kaggle website for this dataset as well. But most of the but you may be required to resize this data to 32 cross 32 to get the best out of this dataset. And you can use the LANET CNN model to train and test it on these traffic sign classification. So these are the two projects that were related to image classification. The next task you can focus on is object detection. A simple project on object detection would be detecting traffic scenarios using YOLO object detection algorithm. I have attached the link to video, dataset, and the code as well. So the best thing you can try with this project is get a pre-trained model of YOLO and run it on the different images that you can get. So that would be the simplest project that you can get started with in object detection. A slightly advanced topic would be object tracking, which is kind of similar to object detection. In this, we are required to track an object where it goes by assigning some ID. For instance, a person over here would be assigned an ID 10. So in the next frame of the video, the ID should remain the same. The steps and the different links are also attached. Now in this video, you can see that we are tracking these two cars over here. So this was an object tracking algorithm by the name of deep sort. This is the second video. You can check the video related to this on my YouTube channel as well. Next set of projects that you can start working on is image segmentation. Image segmentation is simply segmenting the different objects that are present in that image. The simplest project you can start with in this case is lane segmentation. You can get the dataset for this from the Kitty Road segmentation dataset. You can also refer to Kaggle for the same and this notebook for the same. Also, you can refer to my video explaining how the complete algorithm works. Here I have used fully convolutional network for the image segmentation since it is the easiest to get started, but you can also use a slightly advanced one called UNet. That is also a good one to get started. What makes this project simple is we only have to detect a single segment a single thing which is a lane in all the images. A slightly advanced, I would say not slightly, but a little advanced than that would be multitask architectures. What multitask architectures mean? Instead of training networks for a single task, we train the deep learning models for a number of different tasks. For example, in this case, we are training the deep learning models for depth detection as well as segmentation. You can find the link to the video for this and the dataset as well as the code in the slides as well. So now we can come on to some related projects that I have not done, but that can also be done related to these. So the first thing is similarity learning. Now, similarity learning is something when we do not have a lot of images available for a given data set. For instance, for face attendance systems, we do not have a lot of data available for different faces that we can train. In these cases, similarity learning networks are used. Some examples over here can be shown that can be seen that these shoes are similar, these shoes are not similar, and so on, and these images are similar and not so similar, and so on. The two models that you can start working with is Siamese networks and one-shot learning based networks. So these are kind of the starting point where you can start with similarity learning. Next up is image captioning. Image captioning is taking an image, presenting it to a network and outputting what is present in that image. For instance, in this case, we can see a group of people shopping at an outdoor market and there are many vegetables at the fruit stand. Now, a very good resource for this I found was this Havas Laboratories YouTube channel. They have a really good playlist on TensorFlow tutorials, and their video on image captioning is for this same task of image captioning. There are very interesting example use cases for this image captioning, and the wrong results are really interesting to read as well. Like we can see over here, the boy is holding a baseball bat, but he is holding a toothbrush over here. And next up is generative models. So before moving on, I would like to ask you to can anyone identify any of these celebrities that are given over here?
Is there Jenna Fisher here?
Um, so actually these faces or celebrity faces, they are not actual faces and are generated by computers. So this is
I
like the
think the first one's generated from Christian Haydenson, I think so.
It can be like I'm not completely know about the
Okay.
celebrities as such, but they are all generated from computers and they are not real
Okay.
people.
Oh, okay.
So, so the this field of computer vision where we are generating different things, it's are called generative models. So various different projects that you can try out over here is celebrity face generation, scene generation, and digit generation. So this is a little advanced topic compared to the previous ones. As in the previous ones, we were doing some discriminative tasks. We were getting some data and we were outputting something that is related to that, discriminating the different things. Here, the task is more related to generating the things. So it gets slightly advanced and difficult to train the networks over here. So that's why I think you could approach this towards later part of your journey of learning computer vision. And this is one miscellaneous project. This is, I would say, the most advanced of all these, all the different projects that we discussed. Now, deep learning is a good technique that is used in computer vision, but there are recent upcoming techniques also by the name of transformers. So transformers are an advanced version of deep learning, I would say. Like they also have these convolution networks, but arranged in some specific formats to enable and enhance their learning. So once we get the hang of deep learning, we can jump to transformers and see how they work and train them as well. So in this particular project, the task was to get the different images from the various different cameras that are present on a self-driving car. For instance, there are four views, four cameras, front, left, back, right. and we need to generate this bird's eye view from these 4 different camera views, as we can see over here. So the video related to this is also posted over here. The dataset is also here, and the code is also present over here. Now, the main problem with transformers and why are they so difficult to do a project on is that they take a lot of time to train. So since we do not have much availability of resources and computer as such, so this is kind of the most uh, difficult thing that you can try after you have tried out all the different projects as such. So these are all the steps you can use to get started. The slides were also in the same order. So the first thing that you can do is start with image classification. You can start with digit recognition, or you can even start with traffic sign recognition. But I would recommend digit recognition as it allows us to learn different machine learning concepts along the way. Next is the object detection part. You can use a pre-trained YOLO algorithm, and then you can start working with object tracking using deep sort algorithm. Then you can start working on image segmentation projects, and then you can probably take any of these three: similarity learning, image captioning, on generative models. So that would be kind of the roadmap that you can follow to start learning computer vision using deep learning. One particular example I would also like to add is you can also participate in Kaggle competitions as well in order to enhance your learning. Not that you want to rank good on the Kaggle competition, but you can try out the different approaches that people have mentioned over there. In Kaggle, there are different tabs related to code and discussion where people can also make their code public to what approach they have tried, and they also discuss the different approaches that they are going to try. So using the discussions, we can learn from them and also implement them on their own, which also form a good learning as such as far as projects are concerned. So this is it for the presentation, all the projects that I had discussed. You can also check out my YouTube channel, Robotics with Saksha, and I also have recently made a playlist for the same on perception for self-driving cars, where I discuss the different computer vision techniques on self-driving cars. And you can follow the roadmap that I have given, so you can have a number of different projects in your portfolio to show as well. So this is it.
Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot, Sakshay, for preparing this. What I really liked was that you shared the databases, the video, and the repository of all of these projects, and at the end, like how to start, right, for a beginner. So this would hopefully be helpful. So if anyone has any questions, you can go ahead now.
Yeah, I had one. Did you use NLP in image captioning?
Yes, it was not exactly NLP. They in this playlist over here, they have used this computer CNN architecture at the front, and then used recurrent neural networks towards the end. So they attached both of them and finally gave the output. You can check their video. That is very you can say educational. They explain a lot of different stuff over there, and also provide the notebook of the different explanation and the code that they performed in the video. So you can check this video out. It's really interesting to watch.
So it's like NLP but different.
Um, like they have skipped the NLP part in the video. They don't actually describe the NLP part. They have just left it to the RNN to do it on its own. Like they don't train the NLP model as such, like what is a word, how they should characterize it, and so on. They have left it to the pre-trained part and let the image learning as such to RNN and CNN.
Okay.
Their main focus is on learning to use TensorFlow and not like on NLP related concept as such.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Krish. So anyone else also has some question? Okay. Yeah, if not, then we can start with the introductions. I think we can start with Abhinav.
Hi, uh,
Hi,
my name is
Abhinav.
Abhinav. Yeah, I'm a mechanical engineering graduate. So I just found today's topic interesting. That's why I joined.
Ah, okay. So you're also new on this server, or were you already here before as well?
I'm quite new here.
Okay, okay, okay. So have you worked with? Are you familiar with computer vision and all, or you totally new in this, or?
I'm totally new. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. So, what do you think about the projects and roadmap? Did you get the
yeah.
overall
This
view? And
yeah. The like now I have a clear way of how to start. Earlier it was kind of overwhelming since there's like a lot of material already available, but I wasn't sure like which approach to take.
yeah, exactly. So this session with Saksha should ideally be suitable for like you, right? For example, if you want to get where to start and what are the basic projects to do and all. So
Yeah,
yeah, thanks Abhinav. Welcome to the server. And if you have
thank you.
any queries or any projects to anything you any doubts that you have, you can always talk in the chat room or discuss with other people here. So
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Okay,
Thank you.
and yeah, I think the rest of the people we probably have asked for introduction several times, but maybe for Abhinav, briefly, Aditya, you can tell about yourself, and then maybe we can also get to know what you have been doing, right? So it's been a while. Maybe we can also talk.
Hi. Hello. So my name's Aditya. Currently, I'm doing my master's in robotics from UNSW Sydney, and recently I've mostly been working on assignments. There's this robotics group in UNSW called Offer Robotics. So they participate in space over competitions. I'm currently trying to get into that group, and they have given an entrance assignment, and I've been working with that for now.
Ah, okay, okay. So that's what you have been involved in mostly then.
That's one thing, and few. I think last week I completed a design of my first combat robot, beetle weight combat robot.
Oh,
Not beetle weight, sorry, ant weight. Yeah. Yep. It's basically in Fusion, so I haven't built the actual hardware. I've started designing a new one, which I plan to build and enter in competitions in Australia. So in Australia, within Adelaide, there are quite a lot of competitions that are held every 2 to 3 months. So when I go to Sydney, I in February I plan to build the robot and then probably compete over there.
that's nice. You're participating in a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's good. So you do so how regularly do you have exams there? Because like you also post weekly on LinkedIn, right? Your status, and mostly you're like, I did this project and I made this progress on this assignment or something.
Yeah, so that this LinkedIn thing started last year, like from January first week itself, actually. So my main purpose was to put out what work I'm doing and hoping to connect with people who have like similar interests and in within robotics itself. So I haven't had any exams since like November end. My term ended at that time. So up till now, I've been doing some study work and covering up some different topics that I wanted to study during that time.
Ah, okay.
So I was learning Fusion 360, like CAD design, then some basic prototyping for mechanical engineering. So since I'm from an electronics background, I don't have any mechanical knowledge whatsoever. Very basic. So
Mm.
um, I picked up that course from Hackaday. So I went through quite a lot of videos from that. I haven't finished it yet. So once I'm done with this assignment that I'm doing, I plan to finish that up too.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So,
Yeah,
uh,
sure.
So Aditya, how did you get started in this mechanical part as such? Like, is it mostly related to design or
Mechanical part in the sense general mechanical engineering, or are you asking about combat robotics?
general as such? As you were saying, you needed to
General.
sharpen your
So
mechanical skill.
I mean, even I can't tell because since I'm from an electronics background, yeah, I can't exactly say that it's a good way. But I just had some interest. So robotics has a quite a lot of need for mechanical engineering to build whatever robot you can imagine, right? So I just did some searching online, and Hackaday has a very good community online. So there are quite a lot of builders over there, and I think during the pandemic they started this course program. So experts from that community, they came together and they took up different topics and did like 4 to 5 hours, 4 to 5 videos per series for like, and each video was an hour long. So they covered different topics within each area. So there was one course on KiCad. So KiCad's electronic designing software, PCB design software. So there was one for that. Then there was one for Rhino. Rhino is another 3D design program, CAD program. So there were different kinds of programs. So coincidentally, I found a prototyping and mechanical engineering course over there. So I have just started with that. But my hope is that by pursuing this combat robotics thing, my mechanical knowledge will also increase, because the core focus of combat robotics is how sturdy, how durable your robot is. Like it needs to take hits and it needs to survive 3 minutes against a equally or even more dangerous robot. So if you go on YouTube, you can just do a search of BattleBots, and you will understand what combat robotics is. It is like the highest level difficulty, but at like a smaller scale. At like generally BattleBots, they have teams of like many experts over there. But if you want to take up that on your own, that is also possible. So there are like 3 pounds, 12 pound small robots that you can build. So that's another good way to up your mechanical game, I guess.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can recommend one resource which I just uh, tell everyone who is into who wants to learn mechanical engineering is this book called Design of Machinery by Robert L. Norton. I think I also shared with Krish recently. So this is actually a very good book because it actually emphasizes the process that you need to follow. So concept generation and then prototyping and then detailed design analysis, all these, so like step by step you'll know what to do. But also it I think has a series of projects at the end that you can just start doing, and it emphasizes on the importance of actually doing projects but following their process or their system, which is a standard design approach that is also used in industries. So I can recommend this resource. It's Design of Machinery by Robert L. Norton.
Robert and Norton.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe I'll write it in the chat room. Huh?
Okay.
Thanks, Chandeep. Yeah, definitely it will help me. I mean, I don't know how much like combat robotics takes inspiration from this, but I am guessing there are some core principles that I could use from here.
Yeah, it's just I think fundamental, right? Mechanical engineering is the core ideas are the same. So I think it would be helpful.
Sure, sure. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks, Aditya. And then let's hear from Padma. So what we were doing is basically we are having a short introduction session, and we are just doing a small introduction. And I think you just joined right now. So the presentation was about deep learning for computer vision. And if anyone has any questions, we are asking that, or just general introduction. So maybe you can introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Hi, Chandan. So, I mean, like I've been attending your sessions previously. So, thanks for giving us this information. I just want to know, like, I work on drones and AI.
Yeah.
So my question is that, like, how do I start with deep learning? The thing is, like, how do I correlate it with drones and like how can that be done? Because now they talk about autonomous navigation and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know where exactly to start learning deep learning because I have some ideas on ANN and all those CNN and everything. But then I would need some recommendations that deep learning could be started and merged with drone concepts.
Hmm. So you already know deep learning, but you want to apply it to drones, basically, right?
Deep learning, like I'm in the learning phase actually.
Okay.
So,
So I think like Saksha is already sharing this slide. This is the right slide actually. So what
okay.
Saksha was, so you can see this slide right now, right? Steps to get
Yeah,
started.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so exactly this is what Sakshay shared today. So these are some beginner friendly projects to start with. So he recommends that you should take image classification project and start with digit recognition, which is you can find plenty of solutions everywhere and also on Kaggle, and then traffic sign recognition, and then go to object detection, and then image segmentation, and then these three networks as well. But for you, I think what would be interesting is because you want to apply it to drones. So I think you for drones, of course, you need computer vision for navigation, right? So you'd probably be more
Yeah,
interested in visual slam or odometry or even sensor fusion or those areas, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I have you done some visual slam for your drone? I think that would be the
I mean, like Slam, I haven't personally coded, but I worked on path planning using MATLAB actually.
okay.
So, computer vision, like that's what computer vision, AI, and deep learning are in learning phase for me. Like I'm strong in machine learning, but then I would like to know about like the problem is I know the concepts here and there, but not I'm not that much experienced in like if you bring me a project, like what I'll do is I'll learn the necessary concept and I'll implement it. Like, but I don't have a complete broader view of the basics.
Ah.
So that is what I'm more concerned about because I'm planning to start my PhD in another 1 year.
Ah, okay. And also
So,
related to
so
computer vision or in
drone,
which area?
yeah, yeah, drones and
Drones.
AI, and the
Drones and
combination, yeah, especially swarm drones.
oh,
So
interesting.
where, yeah, that is what like I'm planning for the application and this field, safety and security surveillance field. So like I'm preparing for my PhD entrance examinations here in Chennai. So
Okay.
I feel like I would without knowing the basics I can't start my doctorate, right? So like I've done projects here and there, but like I don't have complete clarity right from the root. So
Yeah.
that's why I just wanted to get I mean I would get some guidance on it and I would start this.
Yeah, so basically, you want first of all a broad view, like what are the different fields and everything that are going on, right?
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
think for you,
yeah,
what
yeah,
would be helpful is actually to take up these theoretical lectures, maybe not all of them, but at least skim through them, or actually just visit all the slides. So there is, I mean, you can find them easily online. So there's one good, where I did my masters at RWTH Aachen, I think computer vision there is good. So the slides and all are available online as well. So if you search computer
okay,
vision RWTH Aachen,
oh,
you can find slides, or
okay,
also from TU Munich or University of Bonn. There are lectures. Yeah, I think yeah, Cyril Staknes. You probably know about that, right? So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, so you could check out those lectures to get or just slides to get an overview of what are the fields. But to actually get started, I guess you could just follow this sort of a roadmap. Of course, this is just there are a lot of different fields also in computer vision, but to get started, I think this does make sense. And
yeah.
for drones, and I mean, so I guess it's So you want to use deep learning for drones, but I think this is
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
but it's like you want to use it to, so that you can learn, right? But I guess
yeah.
you have to come up with some projects or search some projects that because how are you going to use deep learning? It's like you
No,
want to
that's what
use
like
deep learning in
like,
drones, but you don't know which project. So I think the first step should be to
no,
like
the project is like project has been decided. Like
okay.
project has been. I'm not supposed to reveal everything as of now because
Okay, okay.
yeah, it's related to defense. Like all I was told was to learn the concepts of deep learning and
Hmm.
to start to tell you in a way like they wanted me to apply the bio-inspired computing algorithm and combine it with deep learning as of now for optimization problem. So I have a project with me, but the thing is, that's what like every research person has a problem of being stuck somewhere, right? So
Yeah, yeah. Ah,
yeah, so that's the point. So like yeah, like I've worked on I mean is image processing and image classification the same? It's one of the subdivision of image processing or like
yeah. Uh,
hello?
yeah, so I think yeah, I get your view now because for research you also have to come up with your own topic, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I get the problem now. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Okay, guys, I'll just run the meeting. I'll keep looking at the meeting and see how it goes.
yeah, maybe you can check out the so in so there's one session I did with the Alpha Board community on how to get started with computer
Yeah, yeah,
vision.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, so there is it's I've not shared anything much technical in detail, but there is like how you can actually. So there's two steps that I mentioned there, right? Exploring different exploring different areas in computer vision, and then exploiting and then going deep into one of the areas. So yeah, uh,
Yeah,
you can check that out if that helps. And
yeah, sure, sure. Sorry to stop the flow, everyone. Sorry.
so which drone are you using?
Like I'm customizing a drone. Like I'm developing my own language.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's in collaboration with IIT Hyderabad. So like we have to see. Like it's everything is in the starting phase,
Ah.
and the very first year they've given me to explore things. Like I've been hired in a company and I'm allowed to explore things for 1 year, and then I have to come down and learn the technologies in this 1 year, and probably I'll be starting writing my proposal for next year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
quite interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, sure. Just, I mean, you could stay connected with us, and if you need any help or if you even want to share something, just feel free to reach out.
sure. Sure.
Okay, yeah, thanks. And
Yeah.
now let's go to Tejas. Tejas, can you hear us? The dramatic music, huh?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Tejas.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So yeah, actually, I am want to use computer vision algorithms for the self-driving car. So right now, I have made a simulation using Ross Gazebo. I'm using a Prius car. I'm like trying to know which algorithm should I use for the lane detection and for the architectural behavior. So that is right now I'm like looking for.
Okay,
Hello?
okay. So you're looking
Yeah.
for lane detection algorithms and which one to use, huh?
Yeah, right. Now kind of exploring various algorithms. Like I can also use conventional methods like thresholding because I am not planning to use that on a road with the traffic. So That problem is very limited to means it's a very specific problem actually. So we just have a track and I have to just move the car around it. Yeah.
Yeah, and is
So
this part of your so is this your personal project or is it part of your university or something?
no, actually, this is I'm working at a robotics museum basically.
Ah,
So
yeah.
there we have a
Hmm.
project. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think I told you earlier.
Yeah, yeah,
Since like people are new here for that, I will tell. Yeah, I'm working at India's first robotics museum, which
Is
is
it at Ahmedabad?
at
Sorry to
Ahmedabad.
interrupt. It is Ahmedabad, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So like we are like planning to build a self-driving car. So that's why right now it's only in testing phase, like simulation, testing, and all those things. Yeah.
Hi Tejas,
So
sorry here. I am also working as an intern in India First Robotics in Pune.
Pune. Okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Okay.
huh.
So this is what I'm right now working on for maybe few weeks, and I'm planning. I think I will start first with conventional methods of computer vision, like thresholding, getting the lanes, detecting the lanes, and I don't know if I need to use the deep learning models, which are mentioned here. I think lane segmentation.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can use those as well. Actually, I can maybe connect you to some guy who has also done lane segmentation. Yeah, maybe reach out to me after this. I can probably connect you
Okay.
to someone who has already worked on this project.
Yeah. Right now in phase one, it's only we need to move it in a track.
Yeah,
It's a specific track. It's given to drive the car.
so it's a very early stage you are in.
Yeah. Now I'm doing only simulations right now. I don't have car and also
Okay.
the hardware for it. So the actual thing should work in the hardware also, na? Like jet
Yeah, of
sim, we
course.
are planning on. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the thing.
You can
On
also check out the resources related to Udacity Nano Degree. Like
yeah,
in their
I
nano,
actually I have downloaded it. Yeah, I have downloaded it. Yeah,
that
I'm
is
going
very
through it.
much related to this task, like simple self-driving cars.
Do they
So
have lane
Yeah,
that
yeah.
detection
will
also as part of their tasks that they give?
I think they have deep learning model based like the inputs are the images and
uh,
output are like
like
the
in
heading and
in
throttle,
in the
heading
in
angle
the
and throttle.
in the start no so in the Udacity like complete degree there are I think 10 projects. So the first two are basic computer vision, like image processing computer vision, where
Yeah,
they
yeah,
detect the lanes. So this deep learning project was I think the fourth project, I think. Yeah, it was I think
yeah,
the fourth or fifth project that was
yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so Tejas, maybe you can message me after this, right? I'll try to see if I can find that
Yeah,
guy.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
And then Shaurya, how are you?
Hi everyone. So I'm Shaurya, and I'm in my final year BTech mechanical. I'm also in India First Robotics, as I said. So currently I'm working on my BTech project, which is based on soft robotics. So I'm designing a gripper for
Oh,
that.
nice.
So I think like if when I complete my design, I will use this computer vision and like first I will learn about this, and then I want to use that as a machine learning thing in my gripper to grip that objects very precisely or properly for that thing.
What kind of objects are you going to grasp?
So I'm thinking of making that gripper for like home assistance or for that assistance kind of thing. So like it can be fruit or simple objects. First, I'm designing it for simple objects. Then I will make it more robust. Then.
Sure. If I may ask a question, what is the shape of the gripper? Is it like in the shape of a hand, or is it a three-fingered gripper, like from the company Soft Robotics?
Yeah. Yeah. So first, I'm designing for like a 4 claw gripper. After
Okay.
that, side by side, I'm also studying about human hand. So I am studying currently about muscles. So yeah, like that, I will then switch it to like my end objective is human hand only. Yeah.
Aru,
There's a good if you want to study about that. There's a good YouTube channel called Will Cogley. He doesn't exactly work on soft robotics, but he has done a study on human hands and how to 3D print parts and simulate the movement of hands, basically
Yeah,
fingers
thank
and
you.
all.
Yeah, I have referred that, and like I wanted some references of that because like for human hand I needed some data for carpals. So I have joined his Discord channel, and I
Oh,
have tried to contact him, but I didn't get the data for human hand like that. So
I
I'll
believe
be
he has shared a textbook. I guess you could check that out too. In
can
one of his
you
even I don't remember, but I believe in one of his videos he shared the name of the book that he was referring to for making that project.
Okay, so like I had a screenshot of one of his like thing. So he has shown some book in his video. So I just know
Yeah, I
one
guess
page
it
of that book,
must be that one.
but I don't know the book's name. So it's like that. क्या देखनी है?
for
Okay.
that human hand, you should learn kinetics and kinematics. Do you
Yeah.
know these subjects, or did you
Yeah,
learn?
yeah. Yes,
No, good.
yes, I have learned that.
Hmm. But for this one, you also would probably need materials, and so you would also be the manufacturing part of it. Also, you would be considering, or just the grasping approaches, or
No, no, I am trying to do that experimentation. Like I have purchased silicon. I have tried 2 3 types of grippers. Like I have made 2 3 types of actuators, like the neonet kind of actuator and that fiber reinforced kind of actuator. I have found some defects in that, and I have corrected them also. So like yeah, it's going slow, but it's going good.
yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, you could also check the. I don't know if you joined, and we had one of our sessions, right, where the CMU PhD guy Dominic Bauer, he shared
Yeah.
about the soft robot hands research that he did. Maybe that also helps you. But like also you since it is a BTech project, you probably need to define the scope, right? How much you can do within the time limit that you have.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, really interesting. Thanks for sharing. So,
Yeah, thank
Monkey
you.
Flip is also new here. So, Monkey Flip, could you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello. My name is Stefan. I'm from Romania, and I'm studying robotics
Oh, no,
currently.
nice. So, it's masters you're doing, or
No, I'm in high school, and I'm learning for college right now.
okay, okay. And what exactly are you learning in robotics?
Mm, uh, e- exactly the subject. Let me remember his name. Sharuya is learning right now
Ah,
kinematics and kinetics for
okay.
human hands or claws.
Okay, okay. So the kinematics and dynamics, you're mostly focusing on that now.
Yes.
Yeah. So today's session we had a deep learning for computer vision where Saksha today explained how you can start learning deep learning. So if you are also interested in that, you could check out the recording later, I guess.
talk to him. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. And what was your name again?
Stefan.
Stefan. Okay. Yeah. Welcome, Stefan. And
Thank
so who is left? Yeah, Juan and Krish are left, right? So Juan, Diego, could you tell briefly about yourself again?
Hey guys. Well, I am currently. I have a bachelor's in mechanical engineer. I am currently doing my master's in robotics, and I wanna say like I found really interesting the roadmap that you guys have proposed. I will definitely will look up, after. Right now, I'm still exploring some fields in robotics, and
Hmm.
trying to learn some things. Lately, I've been focusing on the courses that I'm doing in my master, which are more focused on automation, embedded systems, control, and that kind of things. But I will start, I think, as soon as possible with robotics.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. We also talked about this last time, right? Yeah. Okay. And then let's go to Krish. How are you?
Yeah, hey guys, Krish here. I am currently completing my high school, so 12th grade, and I'm looking to do my undergraduate in robotics as well, and I look forward to do that. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks, Krish. So Krish is considering Plaksha University. I also came to know about this from him, but it's a really a unique university, especially in India, because it offers bachelors in fields like robotics, AI, and all. So, Krish, could you elaborate on Plaksha a bit? I think this would be interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So I think someone else who is currently doing UG there might give some insight, but as far as I know, it's a university that has just opened up last year, and they are currently offering four courses which are very interdisciplinary and very different from the courses which are normally offered in India. So it's not like just mechanical engineering or electrical engineering, rather, it is all combined up in several ways. I mean, like several degrees are like confined into one degree course for 4 years. So the degree which I am looking to pursue has robotics and cyber physical systems. There is another one which is focused on computer science and artificial intelligence. One is towards biotech. So like it's not like biotech engineering that is offered. It's like its particular name is biosystems engineering, and the fourth one is data science, economics, and there is one more subject. So it's very different, and uh, what I have planned in my career, this university fits right there with my goals. So I have not, I mean, other universities were there in my plans. I mean, I was planning to go to abroad for studies. My profile fits very well for them as well, but due to COVID situations, I can't go. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this is my only choice that I have to do. Yeah. But I'm planning to, pursue some courses from Carnegie Mellon. Like they have a summer internship program. So I'm maybe planning to work for that as well when I join there in first year. So that's something
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, wish you all the best also for the admissions, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, I think thanks a lot, guys, for joining in and sharing about your ideas and projects and about what's going on with you guys, and also Sakshay for the presentation and for preparing the step-by-step process and all the projects. So if anyone has any question, you could still ask right now, right? Yeah, does anyone has any question for Sakshay? No, it seems like. Okay, then thanks a lot, guys, for today's session. And you could check out the resources. And now I'm just I don't procrastinate on video editing, so I'll just be uploading this also either today or tomorrow. This video, so all the resources, the presentation, and the video would be there. So the resources and presentation are already uploaded there, so you could already check that out. Yeah, then wish you all a very nice Sunday.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Chandradeep. Thanks, Akshay.
Thank
Hey,
you,
thank you
guys.
all. Happy weekend.
Bye.
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 Bye.